If you're like me, you spend a lot of time combing through the bargain bins of record shops. You never know what it is you're going to find. I was once lucky enough to find original cast recordings for Les Miserables and Sweeney Todd for 50 cents a piece. Most of the time, though, you find the same stuff over and over again. I'm looking at you, soundtrack to Dr. Zhivago. One I often see that brings a smile to my face is Here's Johnny, Magic Moments from the Tonight Show. Not because it's a good record, it isn't, but the story behind it and how it would accurately predict what would kill Casablanca Records. While they would find great success in the later 70s when the company first opened its doors, it was struggling to get by. Owner Neil Bogart was an energetic young new label head whose flash, style, and methods of promotion rubbed some the wrong way. He was simply trying to make a name for his new company, which was overseen by, at least early on, Warner Brothers. He took big risks signing and releasing albums from a then unknown and shocking young band named Kiss. Kiss released 2 records, and both failed to make an impact. Other acts on the label weren't faring much better either, so things were rough to say the least. It was at this point that Bogart decided to do something no label had done before: join forces with the most popular late-night TV show of the time to release a compilation album of its best performances and comedy bits. The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson was, and still is, regarded as a landmark of entertainment. Over the years, Carson hosted a multitude of guests and artists, holding his own with his own incredible talents. In 1974, the show would be celebrating its 25th anniversary, and somehow Bogart was able to convince them that the best way to mark this occasion was to release a double album. On paper, this seems like a great idea. Nearly every major music act and entertainer had been featured on the show. All Casablanca had to do was pick what they knew would hit big. And to their credit, they did select some solid performances. Bette Midler, Groucho Marx, George Carlin, Lenny Bruce, Judy Garland, Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin, the Smothers Brothers, Ike and Tina Turner, Lucille Ball, Dean Martin, Buddy Hackett, Jack Benny, George Burns, Don Rickles, Sammy Davis Jr., and many, many others. Somehow, almost $1 million was spent on the record, most likely due to licensing, the performances, and promotion. To Bogart, this was actually a selling point, and he included it in the promotion of the record. As would be seen in future Casablanca releases, a promo item was included. In addition to the music, buyers also got a poster celebrating the show and its legacy. Bogart was quoted as calling the record the most historical home entertainment package to ever be issued. In November, the album was released with the hopes that it would be a huge holiday item. It wasn't, and there were 2 big reasons. For one, some of the sources used for the audio were less than ideal and resulted in poor quality, much lower than what would be expected for such a hyped release. The second being that most of the comedic material didn't work as audio only. People liked watching The Tonight Show, not just hearing it. Not only that, but nothing on the record was exactly radio material. There was nothing to make a single out of to help promote the LP. Things got so bad that Carson had to be coerced into promoting the record on his show. Eventually, the album sold roughly 500,000 copies and reached into the 30s on the charts, resulting in a gold status. However, what shipped back to Casablanca was joked to be more platinum status. Even free promotional copies were sent back. Casablanca thought they had a sure bet and ended up losing nearly everything. It wouldn't be until Kiss Alive and the subsequent disco boom that the company would indeed find success. This whole incident would become an eerie prelude to what would happen down the road. You would think that after this debacle, the company would take a more conservative approach to their releases, but that was not the case. Casablanca would continue to do this for countless releases, and even with successful records, the money spent on promotion and production created razor-thin profit margins. Eventually, this resulted in the company hitting very hard times in the 1980s, with Casablanca being broken up and sold to several other labels, eventually coming to exist in name only. Those who do not learn from the past are doomed to repeat it. True in life, and true in the music business. The content on this channel is made possible from viewers like you. Help the channel grow by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.